when the
Today, the old World War II temporary buildings are still being used on some installations.
Over 25% of today's DoD buildings were never meant to be permanent structures. They were constructed only to meet a wartime mission. In the years that followed, some were kept to meet continuing facility requirements, and today are structurally sound enough to continue doing that.
Some of these structures have been modernized to meet current missions and maintain a strong defense posture. During these upgrades, the facilities are simply refinished or drastically modified to improve the way they look. Replacing these buildings is a must. However, the money to replace them is not always available. So commanders have been forced to make do with these facilities for the time being. Installation leaders using a limited budget have found ways to upgrade these facilities to meet current mission requirements. What makes an upgrade so attractive to commanders is the return on the investment. An investment in facilities pays back quickly, not only in higher morale, increased pride, and improved readiness, but in more productive people. For example, a modernized aircraft hangar will pay for itself in 3 years if the people inside increase productivity by only 15 minutes per day. The positive impact on individual performance is very important. The personal pride that's developed increases the military capability of the unit. The people are the ones who get the mission accomplished, and by taking care of the people and providing them with quality facilities, they are more willing and better prepared to take care of the mission. An investment in facilities is an investment in people. When people are motivated by a project, job performance improves. Commanders know facility improvements pay back with high dividends. Immediate replacement of all the aging buildings in the inventory is not a realistic or affordable solution. But with a limited investment, older buildings can be made better by adding a new exterior finish. These buildings will last longer and require less life cycle maintenance. It's amazing what innovative people can do. At Fort Dix, New Jersey, they've transformed a pre-World War II facility into a modern-looking optometry clinic. "We put the air in airborne" is the motto of Pope Air Force Base, North Carolina, where innovation changed the World War II vintage building housing the procurement operation into a more modern-looking office. The homes in one of Pope's housing areas were being badly damaged by water seeping into the walls. Fixing the problem also creates a better-looking community for the people who live there.
Said all us guys in maintenance really like all the nice things that the Air Force is doing for us by remodeling our houses and some of the other facilities that we use on the base. And they're paying us back by helping us out with all of our facilities on the base. And, you know, I really enjoy that.
Fort Bragg, North Carolina has been working to retrofit many of its old wooden barracks. Fixing up the outside of the buildings has spurred the occupants to begin self-help work to spruce up the working and living areas inside. Interior self-help work is common for any building that has been fixed up outside. Naval Air Station Brunswick, Maine benefits more than aesthetically from the retrofit of several buildings they currently use in their operations. The modernized facilities fit into the everyday operation of the air station, increasing efficiency. The people feel better about where they work and live. They have more time to concentrate on improving their individual performance. First built as a wooden administrative building 40 years ago, a new exterior finish has created a modern-looking facility now used as the base headquarters. An old warehouse at Brunswick was given a facelift, producing an up-to-date-looking administrative facility. Installation commanders can proceed with many of these projects now, rather than waiting for the usual multi-year budget cycle to accomplish new construction. The result? Attractive working and living areas, accomplished sooner, for a fraction of the replacement cost. However, the advantages go well beyond that. At Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point, North Carolina, an addition to the parachute rigging facility is incorporating a cinder block design covered by insulation and brick. When finished, the product will be a strong, near-maintenance-free facility. At Patrick Air Force Base, Florida, they've refinished some old concrete block administrative buildings that were being painted almost every other year. Today, 8 years after the new finish was applied, the buildings still look great.
So what we have done is put approximately 3/4 of an inch of an expanded polystyrene insulation with a stucco treatment on top of that. The stucco also has an integral color to it, so the painting is minimal. I think it was supposed to be about a 10-year cycle. This gives us insulation on the buildings because they have very little overhang and they do get a lot of direct sun on them, in addition to cutting our maintenance to almost nothing. Basically, it was just a whole new exterior treatment for the building.
They have also refinished some of the houses at Patrick with cypress siding and pitched roofs. By using a wood indigenous to Florida, they have homes that blend in well with the environment. The added application of insulation increases the return on the investment. Flat, leak-prone roofs can be replaced during renovations with sloped roofs, providing positive drainage. Innovation is the key to upgrading facilities. Creative commanders are looking beyond the tried and true methods of renovating old buildings. These imaginative leaders are providing the excellent facilities their people not only need, but deserve. The new exterior finishing techniques and materials are constantly being developed. Using imagination, its application is unlimited. By taking care of the people, our nation gets in return a happier, more productive, better prepared fighting force. If you would like to join the Excellent Installations team or comment on this program, please send your name and address to the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Installations, Room 3E787, The Pentagon, Washington, D.C., 20301-8000. This has been a joint service production by the United States Air Force. In the studios of the San Antonio Television Center, 1365th Audiovisual Squadron, Lackland Air Force Base, Texas.